Hey everyone, my name's Tyler, and today we're going to go over how to design a landscaping landing page that actually turns your ad clicks into paying clients. So here's what we're going to cover today. First, what is a landing page? And then second, why should you use one? Third, what are some key elements of a landing page? And fourth, finally, we're going to go over a real example of a landscaping landing page that I've used for a client before to get him more clients for landscaping jobs. So first, what is a landing page? A landing page is a standalone web page designed for a specific goal in an advertising campaign. So think of it as like a website, right? If you look at your website, you probably have a bunch of links, a bunch of different tabs to different services, about us, this, that, and the other thing. A landing page doesn't have any links on it. It's just a simple one page, one document, think of it that way, web page. And it has one goal. And it's that goal is to get that visitor to turn in to a lead. So that's what we're going to talk about here is lead generation landing pages. This is what you want for a landscaper. Your goal is to capture users' contact information or get them to call you. Typically what we see is about 80% phone calls and 20% contact information submitted on the web page. So here's the flow here. The user clicks the ad. Then they go to your lead generating landing page. Again, separate from your website, but matches the same branding that you would have on your website, right? Just an extension of it. Think of it as like a sidecar to the website. And then they see that landing page, and then the user reaches out and contacts you. So number two, why use a landing page? And you can see a sneak peek here of what we're going to be looking at later on in step 4. But first, you're going to have a clear call to action. So on a landing page, you have a clear one goal. On a website, the user might be distracted. They might want to look at the About You section. They might want to bounce around, look at your social media. They might click here, click there, click the other way. And that's not defined enough, and it's not directing them to one goal. So for us, if we're advertising a retaining wall build, our one goal is to get them to contact us because they want us to build them a retaining wall. So we'll have a landing page dedicated to retaining walls. Another, why do we use it? A/B testing or split testing. A landing page is way more lightweight. It's just one page, right? Versus a website, there's a lot of moving parts going on. So you can split test a landing page much easier. And what I mean by that is we might change this headline, turn your landscape into an outdoor oasis. We might change that to transform your landscape to a beautiful oasis, right? We're going to test those two things, and we can split traffic 50-50 to see what performs better and ultimately pick the one that performs better. Third, it's a tailored experience. You're a landscaping company, so you're you're offering multiple different services. You might offer patio building, you might offer retaining wall, you might offer waterfall structures, all those different things. You might offer tree planting, softscapes, hardscapes. All those different things that you offer should have their own landing page to them. And that's what I mean by tailored experience. That person who's clicking on the ad, they want to be brought to a landing page that perfectly represents what the ad said. So if your ad says best in Texas retaining wall builders, the headline of your landing page better echo that same sentiment, and it better talk about retaining walls. And that's only really possible with landing pages versus your website, where you have to be more general. And then fourth, why should you use one? Conversion tracking. It's a lot easier to track where your leads are coming from and what ads are working if you have multiple landing pages set up. So, for example, this call today, you see, appears really small, but phone number 000. In a real campaign, each page is going to have different numbers. So we're going to know who's calling, or not who's calling, but we're going to know what ad the person calling saw. And we're going to be able to connect that to the ad. So we can see that, hey, we're advertising this service. We're getting a lot more leads from advertising this than we are this. And you can just really tailor your campaign that way. So third, what are the key elements of a landing page? Now I kind of touched on these, and I'll show you how to build a full landing page in a second here. But the real key elements are, 1, a strong call to action. It's very important. 2, social proof, which is like testimonials, reviews. Those are the same thing. Certifications, quotes from prominent members in the community, things like that just show that you are well respected. 3, clear benefits. So you can speak directly to the potential client about what this is going to get for them. So if you're talking about a patio, right, you can say beautiful stone work, host your friends in your backyard, things like that, like benefits that truly speak to the potential client. That's what they want to be able to see on the landing page. And then 4th, another huge key element is risk reversal. So a landing page gives you the opportunity to really respond to the client's potential concerns before they have them. A great way to do this is in a frequently asked questions section at the end of the page, or to just kind of sprinkle it throughout, saying we back everything up with XYZ guarantee, our crew is professional, fast, anything like that. All right, well, let's get into it. Let's look at a real example of a landscaping landing page that I've used for a client to generate leads. So here's an example of an actual landing page that we use for a landscaping client. Obviously, I changed the logos and removed the business name just for privacy, but here you can kind of see the standard layout. So the call to action here, well, we're primarily pushing for a phone call or a contact form submission. Like I said earlier, most of them are phone calls, but we like to have this as an option because sometimes people can't call right now or they're nervous to get on the phone. So we like to keep this as an option. So this first section up here is what we call the hero section. And this is the section that when you're split testing, you're going to change the most, because most people decide if they want to stay on your web page within the first 5 seconds. So you're going to change your headline, you're going to change your sub headline, these benefits. Notice how we have some social proof here. We have our clear call to actions here, call today, click here. Clear call to actions that just help drive the sale. Certifications, we have a more social proof with our 5-star Yelp, and some benefits, like I mentioned before, benefits here. 30 years of experience. Also has a bit of social proof in it. You can kind of do a 2-in-1 there. Hundreds of projects designed, full service landscaping. So that's awesome. We scroll down. Then we have some more. These are some benefits here, 4 big benefits that we have for landscaping. And then an about us section we have for this client. Again, with the call to action, you want to repeat those. So get a quote just takes you back to the top. But call today is what we are really pushing for. About us, it's nice to humanize yourself. People like to buy from people that they know and like, and they don't like to buy from just the internet, right? So talking about yourself helps, and I'll show there's more of that down here. So next are capabilities. I guess I didn't mention this in the key elements because this is typically on a website, but you want to list all the things that you can do. I guess it kind of falls under the risk reversal, because people might be wondering, well, I don't know if you do stream features, but we do. So we try to list everything here. More social proof, 30 years of experience, 500 jobs, 900 customers, 20 plus capabilities, just show more. This isn't his actual picture, but a little bit about the owner. Landscaping can be a very local job, right? So talking about what he did in his community, how long he's been doing it for, things like that. Again, humanize, talk about where his kids go to school, things about that will help a lot. And then this is big, social proof here, testimonials. So these were real on the real page, but changing those to have really great reviews, really great testimonials in here, it makes a huge difference. And also another thing too, I tend to bold key points in them because people aren't going to read this whole thing typically, but if you bold highly recommend or something like that, that helps. For landscaping, another thing we really want to do is show off the work. People are visual, right? And showing off work in a landscaping sense helps a lot because people want to visualize what their yard will look like. So here we just have a gallery section. And then we have an FAQ. So this solves a lot of those risk reversals and concerns people might have. How does the design process work? What services do you offer? Can you work with my existing yard? Things like that. Are you licensed and insured? This just gives people reassurance and increases the likelihood they'll actually reach out to you. And then finally at the very bottom, we have another call to action to send you back to the top or call today. And that's really the gist. And like I said, we split test these, but 90% of the time we're only split testing up here. Because when we're doing split tests, you only want to change one thing at a time. So maybe once we hone this in really well, and when we do them, we don't see any improvements, because we tend to see slight improvements, then we might start going down here and changing things. But most of the time, this is what you need to do, as long as you stick to the structure. So yeah, this flow, copy this. This is perfect. This works really well. We've gotten this client a lot of jobs. And if you're a landscaping company right now and you don't want to build this yourself, reach out to me. I have a link in the description where you can book a call with me, and I can set up a Google Ads campaign for you and create landing pages for all your different services. So thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe for the next one. Reach out to me if you're interested, and have a great day.